I have come to believe that communication is one of the most important roles for a leader, especially today. In this time of turbulent change, we have never seen the pace of change like this. And so getting the attention of a very busy physician or nurse, getting the attention of a pharmacist or a middle manager requires a different set of leadership skills than we've ever seen, and it's all about communication. So when we start to think about improvement, we've got a problem, we've got a gap, and we've got to close that gap. Communication is critical because, first of all, I think leaders need to be able to share that gap, let people know that there is better performance possible without demoralizing them. And that's a very critical communication skill. It requires that someone share data. It requires that someone share stories. But mostly, it's about meaning, and it's about bringing someone's energy and will to change the way that they've been working each day for perhaps a long time. I remember so many years ago when I was working with Dr. Joseph Duran, one of the world's leaders in quality, and I asked him a question about the role of leaders in driving improvement. And he was quiet for a minute, and then he said, you need to be bilingual. You need to be multilingual. He said, you need to reach into the hearts and minds of everybody out there. So I studied with Dr. Duran for many years, and I began to think that one way to communicate effectively, not an expensive way, but a very effective way, is to start by telling a story. And at staff meeting at IHI every week, I would tell a story, a patient I had met, a staff member I had met. And telling that story allows people to drop down their busyness and to really think, is that a change I need to make? Is that a change I can make? Once I've told that story, then I'll extrapolate to the total population. How many other people are there who could benefit from this improvement? Is it 200? Is it 2,000? But the story expressed in extrapolation brings people who are responsible for a population in. And then I talk about the human burden of not making this change, and then the financial burden. So a little easy, simple arc of person, extrapolation, human cost to financial cost, pretty effective way to get everybody in the room on the same page with respect to change.